list. First question is going to come from AL.com. Wesley Sonor. You ready, Wesley?
Hey, first off, I was just thinking, obviously with March Madness and Alabama doing so well, what do you guys think of Alabama's run in the tournament, and what do you think it's going to take for them to win a championship?
First of all, I'd like to say that I'm very proud of our guys. You know, they've been fighting hard all season, and, you know, just doing their thing. I know a lot of them, so it's just been fun to watch. And to be honest, their run so far, it's been very exciting to watch, just because like I do have a connection with them, so it's just fun to watch your guys, you know, go out there and ball out. And I don't expect anything short of that. So, you know, my predictions compared to other people, of course, I got my guys over anybody. So I'm just excited to see what the future holds, and you know, my guys gonna ball out and get the dub. Roll Tide.
Basically what he said, just watching them ball out and having fun. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna win tonight and make it to the Final Four.
Okay. Thank you there. Next question is going to come from Shannon Allen with the Sand Mountain Report.
Hey guys, can we just talk about how spring practice is going, and maybe talk about the receiver group? I know I think Jalen's playing some receiver now, and had some, and Ryan of course coming back, and some great additions. Just kind of shed some light on the receiving core and how things are going this spring.
The spring going great. Just with me coming to the room and being around those guys is great. Like Jeremy Bernard, Isaiah Warren, even Ryan, and some more guys, Rico Scott. So it's been great. It's a lot of guys showing me the way. So it's just been great being around those guys.
I'm just super proud of our room, you know, including Bach. You know, he just became an addition at the beginning of this year, and just came in head down and just grinding, and everybody just buying in and just accepting the process and understanding that like we have a lot of great guys in our room. So you know, we're gonna need all of us in this upcoming season, and everybody just buying into their role. And I'm just loving every bit of it, and I'm so proud of our guys just because it's going to be very exciting this season.
Okay. Next up from Times Corgan, Georgia. Oh, sorry about that. You Tucker. Okay.
From a player perspective, what is it like to be freshman playing in the SEC?
It's great just because like it's a lot of guys that you know personally that play in the SEC, so it's just be great going against those guys and getting that type of competition, and just from a fan, like the atmosphere, like wherever you play at, like Tennessee and Oklahoma, those stadiums. So it's just a great feeling.
Playing in the SEC is basically, in my opinion, you know, like a prelim for the NFL, because you know the guys you're playing against on those Saturdays, 90% of the time you're gonna see them again in the NFL, just because I mean that's the caliber opponent you're playing against. So it's just a lot of fun to get an early look. Like for example, a guy like Malachi Starks, I played my freshman year. He's going to the NFL, starting safety for Georgia, and I got to go head to head with him and a bunch of other guys just throughout the season, and it's just a lot of fun to live those experiences. And eventually I'm going to be the older guy, and it's going to be another freshman DB from wherever, and he's going to get that same experience. But I'm going to bully him, so Roll Tide.
Okay, next we have True Sports Network, Javen Jones.
Guys, what is your personal goals while playing college football? From high school, I know you're freshman this year. What are your personal goals, and what inspires you on and off the field?
Off the field, what inspires me is my mom and my family. I'm the oldest of 7, in case y'all didn't know. So, just having to be a role model to my younger siblings, is that it really means a lot to me. Just because, like, to two of them don't have their father anymore, so they kind of look up to me. So it really touches my heart that I can do that for them, and just be the best example that I can be on the field. Just trying to be the best possible player that I can be. Just because you only get this opportunity once, and I'm extremely blessed by my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to be able to play the sport that I love. So just understanding that's definitely my key motive. But individually for this season, like I said, I really just want to be the best player that I can be for our team. So we can accomplish our holistic goal of winning a national championship and just being a leader that I am.
Picking up off what he said, I'm the oldest of four, so just having those my siblings just looking up to me and being the best version of me, and on the field goals, just winning the national championship, doing everything I can do to help us win the national championship. That's pretty much it.
Okay, next question is going to come from Sand Mountain Park, and we have Sean Perry.
Gentlemen, this question is on behalf of CBS 42 News. They ask, with being able to use your platform to create a brand for yourselves, like the New Wave podcast, how has it helped you show your personality? And what advice would you give other student athletes who maybe want to do the same thing?
With the NIL space and, just our opportunity to be able to, express ourselves outside of the football field, I feel like it's the best thing that came to college football, just because, everyone sees us with a helmet on, but they don't really get to, dive into our personality and really understand who we are as human beings. So I really enjoy it, just especially with our creative team, Walt, Preston, and Alabama. They've just done an amazing job of helping us be able to express ourselves with the New Wave podcast. And for anybody else, like another athlete, I would encourage them to do the same, just because, you can't, there's no bad in it. You really just get to express yourself, who you are as an individual, while still being able to play the sport you love. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, we might as well move to the next question. I guess he answered it all.
Okay, we'll move to the next question. Back with Wesley Senorf with AL.com.
Hey, obviously both of you guys had standout freshman seasons. What specifically are you working on with your game and for your sophomore year? Like, what do you want to improve on specifically?
Just being a better player than last year. Just working on those little small things. The smaller things help me get to where I need to be, and that's just pretty much it. And just learning from the receiver group, since this is my first year in there, and then I think everything will take care of itself.
Building off what he said, just honing in on the small things and, just truly enjoying the process, because, like I said, you only get it one time. And I think for me, just being more of a vocal leader, like last year, there were some times where, I could have stepped up, and I feel like we would have had different outcomes in some games. So just making sure that I could be not only the guy on the field that they can lean on, but off the field as well, and just, making an impact on as many of my teammates as possible.
Okay, next question is from Tucker Cole with Times Georgian.
Hey guys, so this partnership between you, the podcast, and Sand Mountain, what all exactly is that going to entail? Are you going to kind of promote this venue, or what all do you have planned in that space?
Well, first, today we're just doing the meet and greet, and, just getting to interact with a lot of people that, enjoy watching us play, and some are fans, so just enjoying, everybody that came out today. But, we have a lot of stuff in store for the future. Just got to wait and see.
Okay, next we have Shannon Allen with Sand Mountain Reporter.
Hey guys, I've got a couple of sons, young guys that love to play Fortnite, and I showed them the video. When you guys, I was taking my son to school, I said, James, look at this. Here's Ryan Williams and Jalen Mbakwe playing Fortnite in Bryant-Denny Stadium. How cool is that? So I told James I would ask this for him. What do you guys enjoy most about playing Fortnite? Maybe your favorite skins, because I don't play it, and they tell me about this stuff all the time. Like, Dad, I got so and so skin, and my younger son got Shohei Ohtani lately. So I guess we need to see if we can get a Ryan and Jalen skin in there, right? But just maybe talk. Maybe you guys talk about what you enjoy, because I thought that was really cool myself. You playing at Bryant Denny Stadium.
Oh yeah. You know, just that experience overall, it was extremely fun. You know, we got to play on the big screen. It was a little delayed, but you know, it was a little delayed, so I had to carry Bach per usual. But it was just a lot of fun, you know, being able to play a game that we love so much, and at the crib, But yeah, I really enjoyed carrying Jalen and Bachway on Fortnite. That's about it. And my favorite skin, no. My favorite skin is still Spoil Trooper.
First, he definitely didn't carry me. Second, it was great though. Just getting to play the Fortnite game with him, just building an even better bond than what we already have. So it was great from that. And then just playing in the stadium, it was probably one of the best experiences ever. Even though it was cold, it was super cold that night. It was cold that night, but it was great though. It was great.
Okay. Back with Javen Jones with the True Sports Network.
Guys, what were some of your biggest challenges coming to Alabama from high school level?
I think the biggest was just getting used to everything being much faster and everybody being much stronger. So I had to get used to that going into my freshman year of college, which it was very easy to adapt to. So that was the biggest part of getting to Alabama.
I would say for me, you know, when I came in as a freshman, I didn't get, you know, the spring to weight lift or anything, so I came in the summer. So just having to, like you said, adapt to the change of pace and just being thrown in the fire immediately, it was definitely, that's probably like the most fun I've had since I've been here, just because it's like everything 100 miles an hour. And another thing is definitely just finding balance as a student athlete, just because, you know, there's always something going on, but I feel like it's a great thing that I'm busy, because I mean, it's easy for me to not be in trouble or, you know, just anything like that. So I'd like to shout out once again New Wave Alabama for giving me the opportunity to do stuff off the field, to continue to, you know, only do positive things.
Okay. Next question we've got is going to be with Sean Perry, Sand Mountain Park. He's going to be representing CBS 42 News.
Another question here, and I liked your last answer. You're talking about coming in the summer and missing out the spring. So WAFF asked, how important is spring practice to develop chemistry on offense with quarterbacks on the roster? Because for us, for fans, football season is when it is, but if you're a player, it's all year long.
That is extremely true. Football, college football, and football in general is year-round, in case y'all didn't know. But I would say the spring is very important. Last year, this is my first spring, so compared to last year, I definitely, feel a lot better going into the season, just because I've had more time with our guys, and we still have a summer up ahead and fall camp. So I'm very confident that we'll have that connection on and off the field. Just being able to be around your guys, especially on the opposite end. Just that relationship. I mean, you get to compete against the guy against you every single day. So whenever it is time for the season, you have full confidence. You don't even have to look up at the big screen, because your guy's going to get a stop and give you an opportunity to go ball up. So it's definitely a lot of fun, and I feel like it's the best thing for football.
Yeah, like you said, spring is great. Just like it's a lot of competition and a lot of energy going on at practice, where everybody just like Drake Kirkpatrick, me and him and Ryan, we compete every day. So it's a great thing, and you can really tell like everybody blending together. And it's gonna be a very exciting season this year.
Okay, back to the Times Georgian. We've got Douglas Soper.
So, guys, Alabama has a great historic wide receiver room all time. Julio Jones, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, guys that have been so successful in the NFL. Have you gotten to work out with them? Have they given you any good advice on how to take your ability to the next level?
Last year Julio came to a game. It was the Georgia game, and he came to another one. I don't remember exactly, but anytime I get an opportunity to talk to any of those guys, they always pour into us, and that's why I appreciate the alumni, just because it's not just like a Hollywood feeling. You can really talk to any of them, and they'll give you the feedback that you need, and they're always watching just because Bama South Island. So it's great talking to those guys, and they always give you whatever you need. So just excited for this season.
Hey, so I was wondering. Sorry, I'm kind of blanking here. So just talk a little bit about. Sorry, I forgot my question. Somebody else thinking. I gotta think for a second.
I'll ask a question. This is a question for Dre, so take the microphone over there to him. Talk a little bit about these guys and what it's like to be their teammates. And be honest.
My favorite part about being on the team is the guys. It's a brotherhood that you just can't explain. That's like, I look forward every day to going in the locker room and just seeing what's new today. Like, it's always something. And that's my favorite thing about it, honestly.
Hey, question for you guys. With us, I think we're about 15, 16 episodes into the podcast. If you all had to talk about some of your favorite episodes or favorite moments, kind of share that with the group.
I think my favorite episode would be the episode with HaHa, just because he was a guy that played at Alabama, and he's been around for a while, and he's always working out with us. So it's great just to get his experience from the Alabama piece, and I think that was my favorite episode.
Dang. That's hard for me to have a favorite. I got a couple. I got like a top 3. The Baumhauers. The one that's coming soon. Nah, you can't be the favorite. We ain't dropped that one. We ain't dropped that one. Yeah, the one with HaHa was really good. Just to get the perspective from our alumni. And we see him every day, but just to hear the stories from him, that was good. And then Q-Rob. Oh, his favorite movie being Twilight. That was great. So yeah, those probably my top 3. We've had a lot of fun so far, and it's only gonna get crazier. I'm excited.
Okay, last question. We're going to come back to Tucker here with Times Georgian.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was just going to ask how y'all feel about seeing all these fans coming out, and I know Ryan's holding his little piece of artwork from somebody that came from 14 hours away.
14.
So how do you feel about having this good turnout here today?
I know for me, kind of based on like what I said earlier about the family aspect, any of my fans or supporters that come to see me, it really feels like a family to me, just because for example, she drove 14 hours to bring me this and get a picture and an autograph, and that just means the world to me, just because I've been on the other side of that, and not getting an autograph, that really hurts me. So it just means a lot, that all these people came to support us, and it's just heartwarming to me.
But like you said, it's great just seeing all these people. I feel like it would have been more if somebody didn't back out the first time. But it's great though. It's great to see all these fans out, and I'm very appreciative of it.
Okay, that's going to wrap up the press conference part.
Shout out Gianna.
Okay, and we're going to start the autograph session here shortly. So thank you guys. Give them a nice hand.
Roll Tide.